What happened? I think everything is just overheating at this level. Every hardware in the world. Is there an unlimited supply of spiders coming here? Yeah. Yeah, hey Deborah. When was I gone? Did you still hear about sound issues? Or I mean, at least me talking about sound issues? Of course, I'm not too sure when the stream disconnected. Ah. So I guess I got disconnected earlier. And then my whole hardware was going haywire. At least my streaming hardware. Of course, I kind of realized that the sound wasn't sounding that well. I had kind of like a Doppler effect. And then I was like, let's save and reload. Maybe the engine needs a refresh. And then it just crashed. And I was like, was I even streaming? Cause maybe the whole issue was more deep than I realized. Yeah, I mean, it's hot even for my hardware. Especially my streaming laptop, which is working at its limits everywhere. So I'm still thinking about the game's name with a wolf. And hope that it's not something super obvious like Sacred because of the sewer title screen. That is really the game I'm thinking of, the other really obscure game. Because I guess someone who was young, like 6 in the early 2000s, 2003, kind of sees Sacred as an obscure game too. But when he says one word German, I kind of tend towards something like Konung or the one game I can't remember by name. I will find that out. My best bet is that one game because of the Wolf Companion. It's entirely based on the Wolf Companion. He triggered me well. I kind of want to load up on magic, even though there are probably magic stones right when I drop down.
Giant. 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 Giant.
Hordes of goblins. Do you know what? Title screen sewers, hordes of goblins. It might actually be sacred. I mean, I'm not too sure whether there was a wolf companion with some of the characters. It's kind of far-fetched bet because, I mean, not all of the details make sense, but some do.
You found the Amulet of Teleportation. Excellent. My worst fears for Stravas, however, have sadly come to pass. I shall miss him.
They could.
But unfortunately, we have no time for mourning. The hamlet of Bryn
I played Vampire a
the
lot.
airship captain has requested your
So
assistance.
you mean the Vampiress, because I mean it was Vampire was a woman, female. But okay. I mean it kind of adds up actually. Because 2003, yeah. I mean Sacred was early 2000 game, was it released? 2000, 2001, something like that. Or even 99. Kind of adds up. I'm getting the feeling I went on a wild goose chase because I was looking for an obscure game. And it actually was not an obscure game.
Decades ago on this sacred plain, armies from the north and south met in a deadly contest to decide the fate of Nox. And those that fell remain here in the Tomb of Valor. And here too on this killing field, a young leader, the hero Jandor, tired of mayhem and death, drew the line at the life of a young infant. The baby girl's name was Hecuba, the sole bearer of the Northern Mage's cursed blood legacy. Jandor let her live on among the ogres. Years later she disappeared. But Hecuba may be here now, lad, attempting to raise the dead, to fill the ranks of her unholy armies from the tombs below. She must be stopped. The entrance to the tombs is in the building at the end of the path. See if Hecuba's visible.
Yeah.
You'll know. And careful, many of the crypts have traps against grave robbers.
Yeah, I mean, he said he was 6. What details are actually, you know, what do you remember of a UI? I mean, Sacred definitely had 2 bars here, mana and health. I think it was on the other side, I'm not too sure. Or maybe on both sides. But I mean, the title screen, kind of like a sewer. Yeah, Sacred is a portal, but you could remember it as kind of a sewer, why not? Goblins at the beginnings is a definite hit. Wolf, okay, might be, if he was playing Vampire. And then spawned next to a castle, yeah, depending on the characters, is good too. What? Ah, the non-dialogue UI, okay. Yeah, let's make it. It's still a far-fetched bet because, like I said, I mean, Sacred is a bit too well known, but I mean, it still could be true. So let's not rule it out just because some details don't add up.
I have a feeling we could be excellent friends. That is, if you were willing to be my best customer.
Far too often you rule something out just because you don't make sense of some stuff which was actually not right. I will never make that issue again. That error. Let's first confirm with Oniking that it is actually not sacred. Yes, only warriors and conjurers. Yeah. These staffs here.
Enter the Tomb of Valor, lad. We must know if reports of Hecuba's acts are true. Hurry! Go into the crypts to see if Hecuba has already been here.
I actually don't know what the levels really do. I mean, they seem to increase that. And only that. I know, I'm not sure. Level ups are good. Kind of not used to level ups where you don't have to do anything anymore. At least not in these type of games.
Giant.
I like it how the bats open up doors. Just like this. Like it would be only natural for bats.
Giant.
Lightning 2 now.
Giant.
Thank you. Oh wait, that is actually good for some enemies.
John. John.
Good trap. That was definitely some fist. Can trigger it. It's kind of good. If it's a spell, I think the wizard actually has every spell except for the summoning spells. And the conjurer has part of the spells of the wizard. Those spells are on this book format here. I mean, actually, it's no deep knowledge, but I think it was kind of like that.
Yes! Yes! Oh, rise my infernal minions! Mindless zombies! You will obey me and only me, for I am your one and only master. What? Are you fools? Obey me! Obey me! Damn!
Hecuba, beware. Human eyes are upon us.
What strange sorcery allows a human to be here undetected? To steal my orb? Never! You shall die in this tomb, then join the ranks of my invincible undead legions.
It will be your honor to serve, Hecuba, human. But first, You need to die.
Really, just conjure? Okay. Damn it!
You didn't belong in the Tombs of Valor in the first place. You failed to stop me, Hecuba, from raising the undead. So now these tombs will be your home for eternity, and the invincible undead will aid my unchallenged rule of all Nox.
A lot of death.
Yes. What?
Hecuba. It will be your honor to...
What? How? How?
Yes. What? Hey!
Hecuba.
What strange sorcery?
It will be your honor to serve.
How can he? Ah yeah, that's because I restarted. I mean the death counter, yeah, I actually didn't. I didn't die that often, wait a sec. So I have actually not thought about it currently. So I think I died like 6 times. So I need to find out why he can kill me in 1 shot. I mean, I can actually, I can conjure a shield. Then that's not possible, even if the shield is quite expensive, but...
Yes. Yeah. What?
Hecuba.
What's...
It will be your...
Yeah, I think his firewalls are quite strong.
You may have stopped me, but you'll never leave this crypt alive.
Yeah, but, it's super expensive, but it seems to help quite a lot. And as long as the shield is active, a one-shot cannot kill you. It's actually, it's written in the shield that, yeah, you can't be killed with one shot. So even if his fireball is like, yeah, I don't know how much health I have, but more than my health is actually, and he would one-shot me, he can't one-shot me while the shield is active. That should not work either if the spell description is right.
John.
Burn. How many skills are there here?
John.
It's over 9,000. Oh, I kind of remember this for some reason. Fireball. For some reason I remember this room. Another Fist of the Gods. Fist is so good. Even zombies are I think I needed to burn zombies so they die. The cool concept. More mana. Yeah, there they are again. Not that it's super new, but I like it. That's why I got the burn skill here.
John.
Why? Works out pretty well, I mean. Yeah, you have to get back, but I mean, there is a mana regeneration rate too. It just regenerates at a too slow rate to be used in good combat here. But I don't know, I mean, maybe there is something which pushes my regeneration a bit. And the idea of it, maybe the balancing could be different. You know, like more regeneration. Less crystal or something. But the idea in general is good. To have both of it. And I mean, you have potions too. You have regeneration, you have potions, and you have... The only problem is that for my taste, these spells are a bit too expensive, so I can really not rely on potions too much, since it's just, I mean, I just eat up my potions if I use potions. Potions which refill, I mean, it's a cool concept too. Probably better for power gaming, but I love the twist. I triggered on purpose. Because it's so good. I just love the sound it does, and it's so mighty, just coming from above. Death. And I mean, it's such a typical spell, it makes absolutely no sense at all. What is coming here? I love it. Ah, but it takes your experience. No, not good. On the other hand, the experience scaling, if there are more of these enemies, the experience scaling makes sure that it actually doesn't matter too much whether you kill a single enemy or not. I mean, if there are enough enemies of a type, at some point you will get just no experience anyways. If this just later if you skip one enemy. That's actually a quite cool concept too. just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. It's really too good. I wish that Oni King would be back here, so that he would make sure whether or not it is sacred. He triggered me, and now he's not here to deliver the final blow. Mean beast. I mean, with these spells, actually you really need to scale the mana quite a bit, because the spells are so powerful. I mean, even the simple spells. This game really, for the time 2000, you know, for 2000 this game looks so well in a lot of aspects. I mean, I remember actually that back then I was even amazed by this real-time shadow system. I mean, this is a real-time shadow system which indie developers were proud of when they introduced it like a few years ago. And Westwood had it like 2000. I mean, do you remember all of these pictures and whatevers which were built around the 2D shadow system of some games? And even today, I mean, you see them. And Westwood doesn't even just have it in a 2D game, Westwood has it in an isometric 2D game. I mean, it's amazing. It's really amazing. I mean, to make sure a 2D lighting system is not a fast 2D lighting system, and I mean, when this game ran, I mean, this game ran like butter back in 2002 on my, I don't know what I had, I guess some Pentium 200 Max or whatever. 233, I guess. And it's still amazing to have that too, even today. I mean, it's not like, I would say, bar that I have seen that in 2000 when I see a picture of a 2D lighting system today, but just the knowledge that they did it back then. Kind of. It's kind of impressive, anti-spark. Regeneration. What does the regeneration do? Ah, trap. Cool. Because regeneration sounds like I wanna stay with it instead of spark protection, except some spark enemy appears now. No! Well done, zombie. Well done. The zombie pushed me. I should wanna have the experience for them. I don't wanna use a potion. Beacon as access. Physics, I mean, this level transition by 2D physics, I mean, what is this game, you know what I mean? This game does amazing things which are way out of its league for the time. By the way, the bat just disappeared into the other level. It ran away. I mean, take that engine and make a good story RPG today. I would immediately play it. I mean, it's good. Even by today's standards. Yeah, gameplay wise, maybe introduce some complexity, but other than that, what? Nice, we have some haste. I really love the shortcut system there. That I can change the different menus with a mouse wheel, actually. This game really thought of playability in so many levels. I wish they would do some things like this today. Where I say, wow, this game is playable. It has details which kind of make sense. What? This might be cheesable. I think he had an issue with getting behind the stone. And then his AI went a bit... Damn shield, I really need to hit him from behind. Luckily I have homing missiles. Come on. So for enemies like this I really can only use the homing. Because everything else would require me standing still and I don't want to stand still with him. I mean, not that he one-hits me, but definitely one of the stronger. Bang.
It's done. It's done.
How much do I need? 2,000 still. Okay.
It's done.
Still 2,000 is not that much.
It's done. It's done.
I get like 50 still regularly by these zombies.
It's done.
So 40 of these.
It's done.
Probably not, because I get one less every time.
It's done.
It's not with every single zombie. It seems to have some rated which it lowers. For instance, the next skeleton or the one after that should not give me any experience anymore. While zombies lower with by 1 every 2, it seems. Maybe there's even some more math behind it, so that's... I mean, I guess there's something like a curve or whatever we're talking about here, and not just reduce 1 every 2. Or a curve. Doesn't need to be a curve, but that would be amazing if you would hit me while I'm on that plate. With paralysis, I mean, it's ridiculously mean. Bats do not trigger it. Cool. Even smaller details are in here. I don't get experience anymore. I've killed too many skeletons. Sadly I don't have mana now. I mean, yeah, why not? If I have... What do I have? I actually have 9 potions, I mean, why not? So, save, let's... Still a bit left. 3, maybe without the regeneration it was even 1. So yeah. Yeah, there's no almost. You can't get killed in 1 hit. That's the ridiculously good thing about this spell. I guess this makes it a must-have for every magician, especially with ridiculous bosses. I mean, I actually don't know. I mean, it's explicitly stated in that you can't get killed by what would be able to kill you in one hit. So how, you know, I mean, that would actually count for the second time too, but I guess when I have 1 HP or whatever, the next hit would still kill me. That is the rule or whatever. I am not too sure what the exact ruling is. Just that a ridiculously strong spell is not able to kill me. I mean, obviously I'm not sure what the exact ruling is, since... Yeah, that shield is, I guess it's a mage's best friend. Makes it a sure cast for every strong enemy type. Like some fucking mage or even a strong archer, which just... It's just so good. I mean, it might even be... Did it actually destroy my shield, by the way? I think the ruling might really be when you cast the shield and the hit would kill you, you have 1 HP left and the shield is destroyed, because the shield is relatively expensive, and so since you can't cast shield after shield, it doesn't make you invincible, it just makes sure that nothing can kill you with the first hit. I guess this all just breaks down. So let's cast pull. But hey, when it's down there too. Yay. Yeah, you have reduced damage as well. That's actually the main thing about shield. I mean, we can take a look at it. Where is it? Force field. Here, deflecting half of all harm leveled at you. Until the shield collapses, no single blow can kill you. Yeah, but mana cost 80 and... Yeah, I mean... Since I have 170, I mean I can... With 1 mana bar I can cast 2 shields and not another spell or whatever. So it's definite must. some timing to jump to do bunny hopping. That's some weird mechanic. Damn it, since they're so near it. Oh, this can be done. Wait, I have haste. Let's try haste.
Edge up. Edge up.
It looks like it could be, I mean... or somewhere in between. Oh. Damn. Or I'm doing ridiculous things because it is possible to go over there anyways or whatever. Let's see. What is channel life, by the way? I have not looked at it. Maybe I can swap locations, just creature, okay. That would be cool. Spawn mana from my health, okay. Out of Matic. Oh, Matt K. Hey there. What is with this game? You remember from back in the days, or? Yeah, makes sense. It might actually, I mean, I remember that I played it again after a few years after release. So 15 years might be actually the time I haven't played it too. Sounds about right. Ah, yeah, yeah. That was pointless what I was trying to do. As always. And I do have to say, it's after all these years, it's super good. It's even kind of a bit better after having seen so many action RPG clones. Baldur's Gate was popular before this game came out, because Baldur's Gate was released 1999, I think. Something. Maybe even Christmas 1999, but 1999 or something like that, I think. And Quake 2? I'm not sure about Quake 2. But yeah, I mean, this game came out in 2000, so you played it at the time of release, I guess. Well, I don't know, I mean, Baldur's Gate was always popular. So it's kind of broad time scale you put up there. Maybe we should think in Quake 2 terms. I think Quake 2 was only... but Quake 2 was released 1998? Oh yeah. Icewind Dale, yeah. kind of interesting whether you loved Icewind Dale 1 as much as Icewind Dale 2, since they have different core mechanics, since Icewind Dale 1 is AD&D and Icewind Dale 2 is D&D, which makes it quite a different gameplay. I can even kill them while they're on this. Cool. But yeah, I agree that Black Isle really was a good game studio in terms of... Yeah, I mean, I really don't want to say that one is shit or whatever. I mean, I played both too, and I kind of can love different aspects. I mean, the first is definitely cool because the AD&D allows for far more complex game system. The world feels far more deep than in the second, because in the second you kind of rush from location to location, because it's more like, I mean, I don't want to say Diablo, but it's far more action RPG than anything else. So, I think I save every 2 steps here now, for some reason. Ooh. I've played both and liked both, but yeah, I mean, Icewind Dale 1 is definitely for the let's say the casual player. Icewind Dale 1 would be far less accessible. Icewind Dale 2, I think, is still playable by one not too deep into RPG mechanics. Even though it's not super shallow or whatever. I don't know, I mean, what does Dapper say? I mean, you played Icewind Dale 2 recently. Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, I remember that you were kind of cancelling your Icewind Dale 1 playthrough, 2 playthrough because you found it a bit too boring, too shallow, too whatever, I don't know. Since for me Icewind Dale 2 is really, I mean, I played it in multiplayer the last time, like, I mean, it must be like, been like 2004, 3 or whatever, I mean, it's really quite some time. So my memories could be a bit twisted. Make it a trilogy. I don't know, I mean, I haven't played Baldur's Gate. I mean, Baldur's Gate I haven't really played since it came out. I mean, I still own the retail discs actually. But I haven't, I mean, Baldur's Gate 2, since it started with a later level and had a way more active approach to storytelling. I think Baldur's Gate 2 was the better game. Mainly because of accessibility. I mean, Baldur's Gate 1, I mean, okay, I was quite young back then, but I mean, young, like, I was still in school. And, yeah. Yeah, Nox is underappreciated, definitely. I said it like 3 times now in this stream. It was overshadowed by Diablo 2, and I have loved Diablo 2. I stopped loving Diablo 2 when it became mainstream, which was like a few months later. But yeah, Diablo 2 is a good game, but it's kind of sad for Nox, which is, I mean, even if you just look at the technology for 2000, and I mean, it still plays super well. Wait, what did I get just now? Shock makes no sense. Protect from shock. Yeah, I mean, I'm amazed, actually, how well this game plays. I mean, you have a lot of games, especially from the late 90s, I mean, this 2000, let's still call it the late 90s game, which are really not playable anymore. I mean, which I still love for nostalgic reasons, and I mean, for the time are still good games, but they are just not playable anymore today, because they... Yes. Yeah, the real-time shadow. I mean, being in the indie dev scene, I know that, I mean, I said it actually an hour ago too, that people today post images of their 2D lighting system, which is an overhead lighting system or whatever, which looks good and is impressive, and they put up a game with this and they celebrate it like it's the way to present 2D games now. And I mean, Westwood did it in 2000 with an isometric game, and even back then it played super fluid. And I mean, I think I had the Pentium 233 MMX back then, so yeah, really like a calculator by today's standards, even less than a calculator. And it ran well. What? What? Luckily I save every 2 seconds. Fuck was that? Yeah, it is a wonder in terms of technology. Wait, I have protect from shock or whatever. Oh, I wish I could look at the chat now, but... Ah! Okay. But protect from shock is good. Maybe combine it? Yeah, I mean, this does not a lot of damage. Maybe I should do lightning too. No, it's not good. It was the far superior strategy here. That's so crazy. Wait a sec, I think I died 3 times now. That's superb. Oh, where is the in-your-face RPG? it's amazing. Yeah, I can only, I mean... I don't think so. I think Nox just has an interesting idea of difficulty. Oh, if you don't, it's I think I've entire spark. Yeah, I mean, you can, like I said before, you can actually take the exact same engine. I mean, it doesn't look like shit. Looks quite okay. Take the playability and really just fill it with content. This would work perfectly. So now we do every protection we have. Save it at this state. I can only imagine how multiplayer in this game was. I mean, looking at this, you can make an esports game out of it. Barbara, hey there. There was a multiplayer and I think there was PvP too. Football game mode. Save that. That was amazing. I love such encounters. I tell you, fuck God of War in God mode or Titan or whatever mode is the hardest in whichever game. This is the game which we wanna play.
I cannot believe Hecuba's audacity. After your heroic efforts at battling the undead in the Tomb of Valor, she sent the ogres far afield from their realm to kidnap the great wizard Horvath. You need to go immediately to Grok Tor, lad. Rescue Horvath. Without him, the fate of our fair land lies in Hecuba's ruthless grasp.
By the way, Barbara, what means yes? That you like this game, that you know this game, that you were celebrating me that I won the fight? I don't think that, because we don't like each other that much. It's so good. Flimsy stuff of numbness. Level 1 stun, okay. Lightning stuff sounds good. But it's not rechargeable, or... Let's check that. Yeah, no worries. Out of mark. Medkey. Yeah, I always read mark. Yeah. I was glad to be of assistance in terms of enjoyment, streamability, whatever. It really is so good if you play a game after all these years and it's still so good. I mean, I would even say it's no less fun than back then. And
but in the heat of it all, the beasts captured Horvath, leaving rebuilding the village our smallest concern. All Nox is now in peril if Horvath is lost. You must go where Horvath was headed, northeast to the ogre town of Grok Tor. Bring Horvath back.
I mean, you rarely see games which really don't lose a single bit of quality. I mean, really true gem. Most of the games lose a bit of quality here and there in playability or in presentation or whatever, and you kind of accept it because aging. Yeah, that's what I say too. I mean, it's just you have an action RPG which is you know, kind of has all of the elements of an Diablo-esque action RPG, but you still have a good world and a story which you kind of like to follow. I mean, it's not like the story is deep, but actually it's quite shallow. But it feels so good. For instance, that was a thing which I had, I mean, we had Sacred before. Kind of an issue I had with Sacred was that the whole gameplay world was super shallow. I mean, it really was just like whatever, boring. Because all of the quests were like, go from point A to B, kill monster A, whatever, and the whole game was built around like what an MMORPG is. A bad MMORPG. Not that I dislike Sacred, I have played it and I have played it long, but really I kind of was, it's still an issue. Oh yeah, and... dead.
Greetings, Wanderer. A friendly warning if you're traveling north.
Yeah, you...
Guard against ogre attacks.
Thanks for following, by the way, out of Medkey. Barbara, you...
To the poor village of Bryn, north of here.
You introduced yourself with this game, yes, and whatever, and I kind of try to find out what that means. If you know this game, if you like this game, if you are just like, what the fuck is this shit? Yes means Virgo, good job. Okay. And this game means I died often. I can die. Then a shop here.
Hurry and find Horvath, lad.
Yeah, now we have the Yas thing, but what was this game thing? Were you just looking at me dying, or? I mean, you never know. I mean, you always say that you don't play PC games, but then you have played Command and Conquer, and I mean, you know, it's like, it's always so weird when you... Ah, yeah, I mean, obviously it reminds you of Diablo. I mean, it is kind of the... I mean, it is not the same, but yeah, I mean, yeah. It came out at the same time as Diablo 2, and actually that was... I still think it was really the issue why this game wasn't a huge success back then. Actually, in one of the last streams, I mean, might have been, you know, I mean, sometimes we are not as detailed in our statements. Communication failure. But you actually said that you only do console games. I mean, it's not that it matters, it's just like... It's always hard to say. I mean, I don't see a real pattern in what games you have played and like, and where you have a good knowledge and... yeah. Okay, it's not chargeable. That is bullshit. Why is it not chargeable? Makes no sense with this. I'm carrying too much. I mean, there is a slight pattern actually with games. I mean, I see that a lot of the times when it comes to action games, you tend to not like them and be bored of them, except when it's like Star Wars. Which might be a pattern, I mean. And I say you tend to, not like you dislike all action games. Not that you get triggered by that yet now, actually, again. Ah! Wow! Fire was so evil.
Ogre's burnt the village. Have a drink?
Mighty. What? The talking mouth full of teeth is gross. You don't like the picture, or? The auto map is in the inventory. Wow.
Have a drink, stranger. The ogres took the women, but at least they left the cider.
Yeah, who needs women when you have cider? Has a stun, but I mean that might be super good.
Have a drink, stranger. The ogres took the women, but at least they left the cider.
I need to change out of
Can
the
I
shop
get you, stranger?
menus always. Does this do anything here? Actually, I can sell this shit. Never used it anyways. run into fire again. Be safe.
Greetings, young adept. You're a long way from Gulliver. I've taken great pains and personal expense to bring this fine merchandise to these stricken people.
I need every single spell. I mean, he looks a bit shady and actually a bit drugged too. But hey. Who am I to judge?
Please help me, kind stranger. The ogres have set my house on fire, and my poor frog Lewis is trapped by the flames in the other room. Rescue him, and I'll forever be indebted to you.
Fine, I will follow you. Just get me out of here.
Please! Thank goodness you saved him. How can I ever repay you for your bravery? What's that you say? Loads and loads of money?
Could be Barbara.
That's what you require. Please, take this as a sign of my appreciation.
Thanks again for saving me.
Loads and loads of money.
Greetings, young adept. You're a long way from Gulliver. I've taken great pains and personal expense to bring this fine merchandise to these stricken people.
The only counts my experience is if I make the killing blow. By the way, UI is again deactivated. There might be a button, I don't know, where I can deactivate the UI rendering, which I press randomly. It's the second time this happened already. No, it's not H. I mean, it must be something in the range. Change spell that's like this too, not just with mouse. This game is so... with shift I can cast these spells on others. Oh, this game has so many features which are totally unnecessary but make it cool. Amazing. And I mean, super playable, you know, I mean.
John! 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 John!
Due to the experience scaling, it actually makes no sense to kill the smallish animals.
John! 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 John!
Which interesting.
John! 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 John!
John! John! John! John! John! John! John! John! John! John! John! John! John! John! John! John! John!
I want to shoot.
John!
Can I shoot this?
John!
Yeah.
John! 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 John!
I really need to backtrack here.
John!
Except I invest in a... Why should I?
John! John!
Yeah, what I agree is, I mean, the mana crystals are not especially a super bad concept, but I mean, since it is for free and the potions are limited, you're kind of tending to always backtrack, even if you might just use a potion or whatever. I mean, it tends to lure you into going back huge amounts of where you have. Just because resource-wise, it's just way more efficient that way. Because you never know when you need potions, when it's a bit tight. the Orc village. You know you can only carry 9 potions of a single type. And 9 mana potions are not that much. So yeah, you tend to try to get your mana in other ways. I knew it. I don't wanna get here now. What? Oh, I had all the saves here. Can't get back. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Except when there was a spell to be on.
Done. 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 Done.
The firewall can be quite strong.
Done. 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 Done.
It's absolutely not possible to shoot through them, but
Done.
I still get it.
Done. 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 Done.
Doesn't seem to be more here. All for a potion. Crazy.
Done. Done.
Shit.
Done. Done. Done.
Don't.
Done. Done.
Swap location level 2. Can I do it like harder now? Because I think the mana costs stay most of the time the same.
Done. 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 Done.
Red fled from the cave. Cool.
Done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. 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 It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. 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 Done.
You have been quite a troublemaker. Now you must be punished. This is for your own good.
Done. 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 Superb. Thank you very much, young mage. I am quite impressed with your growing abilities. Now, we need to hurry back.
Some kind of mechanism. Okay, what is...
Done. Done. Done.
Dude.
Done.
Should actually be able to... Ah, I can even heal him. Cool.
Done. Done.
Great of you to fall into that hole.
Done. 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 Done.
Or will you please not?
Done.
How to get him
Done.
out of that hole. He jumped in.
Done. And done. 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 And done. And done. And done. Done.
Especially the level changing, or the AI seems to be pretty solid in following you. I mean, not that it never gets stuck, but things like, yeah, changing levels and whatever. I mean, high levels. They're really great at it. Damn, I'm tired. Again, maybe I need to. Did I just know? Ah, there's a rock. Oh, dollar is saved for me. Of course.
At happier other times, the streets of Gallivor would fill in celebration with the rescue of Horvath. Well done, lad. But now we must stop the evil Hecuba once and for all. Take these as tokens of our deepest gratitude for your heroic deed.
Thank you. I suppose you've outgrown being an apprentice.
Hecuba's plans are unfolding too quickly. Circumstances demand the ultimate solution, the Staff of Oblivion. I should know, because I was once known as the warrior Jandor, slayer of necromancers. Reassembling the staff is everything now. The first part is the Halberd of Horrendus. But I'm afraid, lad, the proud warlord will never give this prized weapon willingly to one of your because of an ancient feud he has with wizards. Cool. You'll just have to steal it from Horrendus. So, the less seen of a wizard, the better, right? Entering by the sewers will aid your entry into Dunmere. Once inside, stand ready with all your spells, tread the halls stealthily, and bring back the halberd. Sorry about the stench, lad, but entering Dunmere through the sewers is the safest way in for a wizard. There are 2 guards posted here, and many more along the way. It is essential you get the halberd, but Horrendus won't just hand it over. This may get very ugly, lad, but these spells will help. Invisibility will be invaluable for sneaking past the guards. The lock spell will help keep anyone from following you on your way out. Good luck and good speed.
Keine Lockgates, cool. Cool. So, yeah. I should start streaming earlier since I'm tired. So this will be it for today. We are at chapter 6. I mean, how many? I think Nox didn't have too many chapters, didn't it? Yeah, 10 chapters. So yeah, let's make a break here and end it tomorrow, and after that, I mean tomorrow, let's see, maybe I can start a bit earlier. And then, yeah, we go to the newly mentioned game by Debra. So thanks for being here as always. Nox is fun, but currently my streaming times are a bit off. Have a good one. Do come back. And I don't know, take a look at my YouTube. Oh, my Twitter, oh my, whatever, do what you want. Goodbye.